So let's look at an example. If you're thinking about training an AI and say, hey, I want to train an AI how to cook. And I'm going to ask you guys to turn your mics on here. Let's have a quick conversation about this. And if I give you, like, that's all you know is just 3 dishes, like 3 recipes, will I be able to ask you to maybe say cook, and I just give you 3 dishes? Can I ask you to cook a random dish? Do you think that will work? Why and why not?
We could cook like a random dish of those 3, not a random dish out of like all the millions of recipes in the world, because it only knows 3, so they're the only ones it like knows, and the only ones it can like cook.
Yeah. So if you go back to this slide, if you go back to what we just talked about, what is the limitation there of these 3 things?
Data.
Data, right? Because all you've given it is 3 recipes, right? And that's all it knows. So if you just can't ask it, like, okay, let's say you give it 3 maybe American dishes. If you come back and say, hey, can I have this Nigerian food? It probably doesn't know what that is because it's not given enough data. Now, let's talk about, okay, so you give it a lot of data, right? So now that it has a lot of data, it can start to see that, oh, you know what? I can mix some salt with pepper and I can come up with new dishes based on everything that I've seen in this 3,000 recipes, right? So intuitively, that's more powerful because it has more data, right? But what happens if all the 3,000 recipes I gave it are only Italian food? What do you all think it's gonna? Can you make a random dish?
Well, I can only make like a random Italian food, not like American. I can't like make a burger or like pizza. Oh well, it could make pizza, yeah, definitely, but it couldn't make other kind of foods around the world because like not all foods are Italian.
Yeah, so imagine if we gave this AI that you and I are developing together, we gave it like 3,000 Italian recipes. Would it ever be able to make, say, like an Indian kebab? And why not?